Anxiety is a very common human feeling. Many people think anxiety is only bad, but what if that's not the whole story? What if anxiety also has a good side? This essay explores the idea of good anxiety. We will learn how this feeling can actually help us. It can help us grow stronger. It can help us become more resilient in our daily lives. This feeling we call anxiety is a normal emotion. It is like an internal signal in our bodies. This signal tells us something important needs our attention. Think of it as your personal alarm system. This system is naturally built into you. It is designed to protect you from harm. It helps you prepare for upcoming challenges. It can even give you the push you need to take action. Understanding this basic function is the very first step forward. Instead of running, we can learn to listen. We can try to understand the message anxiety is sending. This different approach can truly change everything for you. Let us explore how you can start doing this today. How exactly does anxiety work inside our brains? It all begins in a small, almond-shaped part. This part is called the amygdala. You can think of the amygdala as your brain's threat detector. It is constantly scanning your environment for any signs of danger. When it senses a potential threat, whether real or just imagined, it sounds an alarm. This alarm then triggers a specific response throughout your body. This is a very ancient and protective system. When your amygdala sounds this internal alarm, it releases stress hormones. The main ones are adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline gives you a quick burst of energy. Cortisol helps to sustain that energy over a slightly longer period. Your heart rate will likely increase. Your breathing might become faster and more shallow. Your muscles may tense up, ready for action. Your brain becomes highly alert, focusing intensely on the perceived threat. This whole process is often called the fight-or-flight response. It is a completely natural and adaptive reaction. It evolved over thousands of years. Good anxiety is about using this alert system effectively. Can anxiety actually be good for us sometimes? A growing body of research says yes, it can, especially when it is at a moderate level. A certain amount of anxiety can actually boost our performance. Think about an important exam you need to take, or consider a significant sports competition. That little bit of nervousness you feel can make you more focused. It can sharpen your attention and help you concentrate better. This idea is supported by a well-known concept. This concept is called the Yerkes-Dodson law. This law suggests that our performance improves with mental arousal, but only up to a certain point. If you have too little anxiety, you might feel unmotivated. You might even become careless. If you have too much anxiety, you can feel completely overwhelmed. You might find yourself unable to function effectively. The sweet spot, where performance peaks, is in the middle. This moderate anxiety can be a very powerful tool. Scientists have conducted studies to explore this. They found that students who experience moderate levels of test anxiety often perform better than those with very low or very high anxiety. Athletes also frequently report this experience. The real trick is to learn how to manage it effectively. Your mindset about anxiety truly matters a great deal. If you see anxiety only as a dangerous threat, it naturally becomes scarier. It becomes something you want to escape. But what if you could reframe it? What if you started to see anxiety as a helpful messenger instead? This simple psychological shift can be incredibly powerful. It can change how you experience anxiety. It can also change how you choose to respond to it. Think of your anxiety as an important signal. It is trying to tell you something significant. Perhaps it is indicating that you are unprepared for an upcoming task. Maybe a particular situation goes against your core values. Or perhaps it is a sign that you need to pay more attention to your overall well-being. Anxiety can effectively highlight areas in your life where you need to grow, or it can show you where you might need to make some positive changes. This simple reframing changes the nature of the anxiety. It turns it from a paralyzing fear into a more motivating force. Section 5. Ancient Wisdom. Philosophers on facing discomfort. Philosophers throughout history have spent much time thinking about anxiety. They did not use the term good anxiety as we do today, but they certainly understood its important role in human life. The Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius had very interesting ideas. They taught that we should not waste energy fearing what we cannot control. Instead, they emphasized focusing on our inner resilience and virtue. They believed in our capacity to endure. The Stoics believed that facing challenges actually makes us stronger. They saw discomfort not as something to be avoided at all costs. Rather, they viewed it as a valuable opportunity for personal growth. They encourage people to face difficult emotions, including feelings of anxiety. They believe this was an essential part of living a virtuous and meaningful life. By understanding our anxieties, we can understand ourselves much better. This deeper understanding leads to greater wisdom. Anxiety is an inherent part of the human condition. Section 6. Mindfulness, your anchor in anxious moments. Now let us talk about some practical strategies. How can we effectively manage anxiety? How can we turn it into something good and useful? Mindfulness is an incredibly powerful tool for this purpose. It involves paying close attention to the present moment. It means observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When anxiety arises, our minds often start to race. We worry about the future or ruminate about the past. Mindfulness gently brings us back to the now. One simple yet effective mindfulness technique is focused breathing. Find a comfortable place to sit. You can close your eyes if that helps you focus. Simply notice your breath as it flows. Feel the sensation of the air entering your nostrils. Feel it as it fills your lungs. Then, feel it as it leaves your body. When your mind inevitably wanders, just gently bring your attention back to your breath. Practicing this for just a few minutes each day can make a big difference. Mindfulness helps us to observe our anxiety more objectively. We can learn to watch our anxious thoughts and feelings. This simple shift significantly reduces its power over you. Section 7. Action over agony. Cognitive tricks and moving your body. Besides mindfulness, various cognitive techniques can also help you. These are specific ways to change your thinking patterns. We talked about reframing anxiety earlier in this essay. That is one very useful cognitive technique. Another important one is learning to challenge your negative thoughts. When an anxious thought pops into your head, stop and ask yourself, is this thought actually true? Is it helpful for me to think this? What is the real evidence for or against it? For example, if you find yourself thinking, I will definitely fail this important job interview, challenge that thought directly. Have you really failed every single interview you have ever had? Probably not. What specific steps can you take to increase your chances of success this time? Focus your energy on thorough preparation. This actively shifts your mind from a state of worry to one of problem solving. It empowers you to take constructive, positive action. Physical activity is another fantastic way to manage anxiety. Exercise is a natural and powerful mood booster. It helps your brain release endorphins. Endorphins are feel-good chemicals that can improve your outlook. Section 8. Plan, prepare, connect, building your anxiety toolkit. Structured planning can also be very effective in reducing anxiety. Often, anxiety stems from feeling overwhelmed by uncertainty, or from facing a task that seems too large. Breaking down a big project or challenge into smaller, more manageable steps helps immensely. Make a clear to-do list. Prioritize your tasks from most to least important. Then focus on completing just one step at a time. This simple approach can give you a much-needed sense of control. It makes the overall challenge seem less daunting. Preparation is absolutely key for many anxiety-provoking situations. If you are feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation, practice it thoroughly, rehearse it multiple times. If you are worried about having a difficult conversation, think carefully about what you want to say. Plan your main points. The more prepared you feel, the more confident you will naturally become. Anxiety can often be a useful signal, a signal that you need to prepare more thoroughly. Listen to that signal. Use it to your distinct advantage. Section 9. Transforming anxiety, your path to a stronger you. We have now explored anxiety from many different angles. We have seen that it is not just a burden to bear, it can actually be a surprising source of strength. It can be a helpful guide in our lives. Good anxiety is all about changing our relationship with this powerful emotion. It is about learning to listen carefully to its important messages. It is about using its inherent energy in constructive ways. This is a personal journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Remember, the ultimate goal is not to eliminate anxiety entirely. That is not a realistic or even desirable aim. Anxiety is a fundamental part of being human. It often signals what is truly important to us. It prepares us to face and overcome challenges. The real goal is to transform our anxiety, to turn it from a source of distress and limitation into a source of motivation, a source of focus, and even a source of profound resilience. Embrace the practical strategies we have discussed in this essay. Practice mindfulness regularly to stay grounded. Reframe your anxious thoughts to see new possibilities.